Hello everyone, Mother Star Citizen to talk about the 3.8 PTU and how this is going to change the game as we know it. In this patch, we have MicroTech, PlanetTech. So with PlanetTech comes some weather systems, new missions, conscripting, performance improvements, proximity alerts, change on minerals and mining, new bugs, crashes, etc. And we have fixes to all bugs, and with fixes of all bugs come new bugs. But the patch is not really out yet, so we have yet to see how the game is going to come out on live servers. Also, there has been some changes on the components on the ships, on how fast quantum travel is, as well as some weapons. So let's start. Okay, first of all, MicroTech. Okay, my God, this is a beautiful planet. When I first started playing the game, when I came back to the game on 3.6, I was very surprised and taken aback by CD Corp and Lorville and Hurston and even Levski was like, oh my God, this is beautiful. But MicroTech has been the first planet that has really made me sit back and be like, wow, like this is where the game is going. This is what Star Citizen is going to be good for. And that's just to give you the amazing feeling of traveling into a planet, going through the clouds, and then you seeing the majestic mountains, sprawling cities, oceans, frozen oceans, trees. This is the first planet that I really want to bring my rover and just go around and explore. Even though there's not a lot to see. I mean, there's nothing to explore. There's a lot to see. There's nothing to discover. But it's just beautiful. The scenery, the feeling of being there, walking around. They've really, I have to say to CIG, congratulations. You guys did a great job building a planet. And if we go by history, it's only going to get better. The planets are getting more beautiful. The cities are getting more elaborate. So if you had to take in consideration what was the first city that they built, the first planet that you can land was Delmar, with Lepsky, right? And it was okay, it's a deserted moon with a city or landing site. And then we had, after many years after, we had Lorville, and Lorville had a train system and a planet, and it had oceans, even though that it's all polluted and it was desertic. There was not really a lot of trees, but it was a nice planet to visit, like. And then we had Citicorp, which was beautiful to visit, but it's just buildings and buildings, like it felt like no matter where you went, it was just buildings. So even though Citicorp, it's by its own nature a huge planet, you don't feel like going from one end of the planet to the other end. You're gonna see anything different. The same thing with Hurston. I feel like Hurston is huge, but again, you don't feel like you're gonna see anything different going from one side of the planet to another. That is change on Microtech. Microtech, it's beautiful, and you just want to go around the planet to see what else you can find. And if this is any clue on what is to be, we have to see. I'm actually looking forward to see the new planets coming out in Pyro and beyond. I'm looking forward for rivers and caves and animals, and I mean, I believe that 2020 is going to be a great year for Star Citizen in general. Planet Tech, well, it has changed the way the planet looks. You have an atmosphere now. You can see better atmosphere effects. You can see the mountains, and everything looks different. The trees, the way that the atmosphere interacts with your character, and just seeing like clouds. It looks better. I'm not gonna say we're there yet. I'm gonna say that maybe by B5 or B6, then we're gonna start seeing like true weather with like volumetric clouds and stuff like that. But right now, it just looks nice. Definitely. I mean, now I was flying through City Corp, and I was taken aback by just a little bit of snow hitting my ship, and be like, wow, it's snowing. It wasn't a huge storm; it was just snowing. And I know there's a big storm going around City Corp, So I was very happy to see just that they can control the amounts, and it's not just on off, either a huge blizzard or nothing at all. You can see that there's like levels of weather, and I guess that's going to come into play when the new system comes out, when they implement more dynamic weather. There's also new missions. If one of my biggest complaints of Star Citizen was is that it was a huge, beautiful solar system or star system, whatever you want to call it, but there wasn't just much to do. Like anywhere, we have caves. Oh, great, we go into caves. Caves are empty. Oh, we have huge planets. You go into the caves. Nothing to do, nothing to kill. Just like you got to fly into asteroid belts and stupid enemies that don't have any challenge and missions that don't pay very well. So even though it was a huge space, you feel like there was not much to do. Well, apparently this is starting to change in 3.8. The game is starting to turn into an enjoyable game. Instead of running endless NPC bounties that pay there's a proportionate amount of 10 between 6 and 10,000 for killing the same ships over and over, we started to see a system of missions. And considering we get in a patch every 3 months, I'm definitely started to think that in 3 months we're going to get even better missions. Right now, the mission that was running, or that I did when I was in my short stay in the PTU, is a new mining eviction mission, which is meant to be played with a few players or by yourself if you have a really good ship. I took my Vanguard, pretty powerful ship. It has good shields, good armor, and I was destroyed. Yes, I was taken aback because I mean I went there and I see prospectors. I'm thinking, oh my god. I mean, what are these guys gonna do? Rush me with a mining laser? I was not really scared, but they show me wrong. I mean, they usually in the past, as you guys know, NPCs would just stay there and not do anything and lose interest on you. Well, with the new SOC system, they're alive and they're attacking you. They came out, all the prospectors immediately got on me, and I was like, I lost an engine, and then shortly after I was destroyed. So I came back and I started to analyze what was going on. Okay, well, I realized that there's sentries. While you're getting distracted by the prospectors, there are sentries that basically like turrets that shoot some crazy lasers that destroy your shields in seconds. So you don't have one, but eight of these sentry turrets, plus the prospectors trying to shoot you down. So it is a significant challenge. These missions are paying 10,000 right now, and I do feel like it could be even a little bit harder than it is right now. But it's a decent challenge for an advanced pilot. I don't know if you can do it on a smaller ship. I'm pretty sure that the difficulty is going to be based on the ship you take. If you take like a 325A or something small, like a small Hornet, you might have a huge challenge in your hands. But if you take something big, maybe like so I heard people taking 600 eyes, and they were taking they would just stand there and shoot things down. The damage wouldn't get through the shields. So definitely there has to be some balance with the ships right now. So if you take something medium like a Freelancer Mist or Vanguard, it's doable, but you can get destroyed, and you just have to keep your guard up. I also did the A90 jump hijacking mission. That mission was also solvable. It's a little bug right now because I decided to shoot the bad guys down from my ship into the hangar, and I killed everybody. But I got crime stated all the way to 5. Like I got charged with a murder. I got charged with destruction of property. And I understand destruction of property because I did destroy the 300 I that was parked in the hangar bay, but I don't understand why I was getting charged with crimes for shooting down bad guys. But I don't know. Maybe there was some good guys in there that I didn't see. I don't know. But the mission is solvable. But unfortunately, I fell through the elevator shaft as I was trying to find the last 4 guys. So if you're careful around the ship, you can probably do this 1 or 2 people tops. The mission pays pretty well. I think something around 50,000 plus bonuses if you stop the hacking and the extraction of data. So I can definitely see this being a good source of money. So apparently trading is not the only way to make money anymore, guys. Uh, A90 jump is actually overpowered in how much it pays based on the difficulty. I think that it should pay less or it should be a little harder. But maybe that will change once the AI gets a little smarter and they don't just stand there and get shot. There has been huge performance improvements. The server feels much smoother. I'm getting at least 20 frames per second more in most places. and I'm getting 10 more in CD Corp, in Lorville. But it overall, this game does feel like it runs faster. I don't know how to explain it. Like it doesn't feel jerky anymore. It feels like it's moving. So that's good. Good performance on socks. We don't know how it's working yet or how it's going to affect the game. But if there's any clue on what we've seen on the PTU, it's definitely a huge improvement on performance. My client did crash a few times playing the game, but I'm pretty sure that's unrelated, and they just have to work the bugs out. Very good job there, CIG, on the socks. Congratulations. I know there's a huge hurdle to keep moving forward on the game. Also, there's a new mission for conscripting. What does that mean? Well, it means that if you take this mission, which you should, any bad guy that you kill, as long as you're in good legal standing, any bad guy that you kill, they pay you by the criminal and by the criminal level of the ship that you killed or NPC. So if the player or the NPC has a criminal level of 1, you get paid a certain amount. I think it's 500. And as you go up the ladder, you get paid more and more. The higher the want to level, the more you get paid. So that's good. That's a good reward to go around killing bad guys. Like before, you wouldn't get paid for it. Now you can get paid as long as you take that. Remember to take that mission when you log back in. The missions are limited by planetary systems. So if you take a mission from Crusader, it's not going to work if you go to Hurston. So you have to remember to take it when you get there too. They also changed the warning systems on the ship.
Proximity alert. Dead. Proximity alert. Deck. Proximity alert. Landing gear retracted.
This is a welcome change as well. I just wish they had added the radar to be able to like landing radar and stuff like that. But at least now we have proximity alerts. As far as I can tell, that's the only thing that's alerting so far. Is that when you're getting close to hitting someone or something, it lets you know that you're getting close. They also added like a heads-up display, like kind of like 1970s looking multi-light or multi-warning thing that tells you when your shields are out, when you are being locked on, etc., etc. Just have different lights that light up, kind of like 1980s. Like this is what I say that Star Citizen is. It's airplanes in space. Like you would think that by in 2900 we will have all at the very least we will have LEDs, right? We don't have like regular panels with lights to let you know what's going on. But it's a nice improvement. It looks nice. It feels nice. Um, Also, I noticed that ships are able to scan for minables on the planets, on the surface of the planets, and on asteroids. So if you have an FPS tool to mine, you can take any ship you want, 300 or your Vanguard, and you can get off the ship and start mining away. So you don't need a prospector to find minerals anymore. So that's good. I mean, like, you want a prospector if you want to mine rocks, but if you want to just get diamonds, then you can do it with any ship. So that gives people reasons to explore planets. So that's good. You don't have to go into the empty, dark caves of emptiness. Which one time I got really lost in a cave with a friend once, and took us 30 minutes to get out of that cave in Hurston. Bad memories. So I'd rather not go to a cave. I'd rather use to do it from the surface. So that's good. They better give me a damn good reason to go back in one of those caves. That's what I'm just saying. Okay, so there's some old bugs fixed. For example, the canopy opening on ships. I heard that that's been fixed. Emissions, no displaying, like how much like EM, whatever your ship is giving out. It used to be stuck at 9, as you guys remember. So that's fixed. But we also have new bugs. For example, my Sentinel, I was unable to start my EMP, even though it's listed. You click on it and it's gone. I wasn't able to overclock my weapons because they weren't listed on the. I mean, they were shooting, they were just not listed on the multifunction display. Um, they're unable to, they just like different bugs that can like they just. I guess they have to work it out before the game comes out. Oh, and also the female animations are back. So if you like your female character, um, moving her hips back and forth when she walks, whatever, that's back. So that's good. She sits where her legs close now. No more man spreading. So that's also a welcome change. Another change is they're going to change some components on the ships. Uh, Quantum travel, it's been changed in the way it works. And the way, based on what I'm trying to understand, there's some people that have done some charts. Uh, But what the reason why I understand it is that quantum, some military quantum engines are going to be faster, even though they're going to be using more fuel. They get you there faster. Some other quantum engines are going to be there slower, get you there slower, but they're going to use less fuel. Uh, So that's the first iteration on how they're trying to change components. I guess the next one will be durability, right? Industrial being more durable, competitions breaking down faster. But right now, it just seems like they want to make quantum travel a little faster. It seems like quantum traveling is takes less time. Based on what I'm hearing, a lot of ships are approaching light speed, but when before it was like a third of light speed. So we're seeing a significant increase on travel times, and some people are upset about it because some of the now small ships can go nearly as fast as the big ships now, or some of them can even go faster. And they're upset because they feel like that takes away from having a big ship. I think that's not a big deal. And the reason why is because I think that as the universe gets bigger and bigger, smaller ships are going to serve a different purpose that they serve now. So if you think about a small ship as a race car, right, and you think about a big ship as a truck, the small ship is going to get you around the star system faster through quantum travel or else, and then your big ship is going to allow you to travel faster without refueling. So when once we start getting multi-travel planetary stuff, you're gonna be able to jump in your Karak or your Caterpillar and travel four, five, six jumps in the in star systems, where the small ship is probably gonna have to do one jump and fuel, one jump and fuel. So the way to do it is you're gonna get a big ship, you're gonna load your smaller ships into that big ship, and then you're gonna take your small ships into the planetary system, and then or into the star system, and then you're gonna get the ship out of the ship to explore. So I think that's where the game is moving to. So I don't mind the change. Some people are very upset. Some people want to see the trouble taking longer. But again, guys, they're preparing for the release of many star systems. So we cannot continue to take 30 minutes to travel from one side to the other if we have 60 to 70 star systems to explore, or even more. They're talking about 300, 400. Imagine we'll never finish. So I totally am okay with the change. Also, Stanton seems to be a small star system versus like some of the first Pyro is I heard is 3 times as big as Stanton. So if it takes you 20 minutes to go from Hurston, not Hurston, but let's say Dolomar to ArcCorp, right? Imagine in a system that is 4 times as big, it's going to take you an hour of quantum travel to get from one side to the other side. So this change is necessary. I totally welcome it. Well, that's it, guys. I totally hope that you guys come in and check it for yourself. Very good changes. And it should be out for the regular folks probably on Monday. So check it out. If you guys like my video, please give me a like and a subscribe. If you didn't like my video, please tell me how I can improve. I appreciate it. And I'll see you all in the next video.